be looking at the present simple affirmative. Can you open your book to page 7? Open to page 7. I didn't say 7, I said 7. Okay, so we are going to be looking at the present simple affirmative. The present simple affirmative. Now, before we look at that, what is our lesson objectives? Why do we study the present simple affirmative? Now, by the end of the lesson, students will be able to identify the structure of the present simple tense in affirmative form. So, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the structure, how to form the present simple affirmative. You should also be ready or be able to use the correct form of verbs with different subjects: I, you, we, they, he, she. You should be able to use the present simple with different subjects. And also, you should be able to demonstrate understanding of subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. Which verb agrees with which subject. So you should be able to identify things like that by the end of this lesson. You should also be able to identify when to use to add s to the verb and when to add es to the verb. So we are going to look at that. Okay? So these are our objectives for the lesson of today. But before we go, you need to know what the present simple tense is. What is the present simple tense? The present simple tense is a verb tense used to express habits, general truth, routines, and facts that are always true. I'll take that again. The present simple or the simple present tense is a verb tense used to express habits. Habits means the things you do every time or all the time. General truths, things that are facts, they are true. And your routines, daily routines. When you want to talk about the things you do every day, you should use the present simple tense. And also, facts that are always true. So we also use it to talk about schedule, events, and situations that are generally or permanently true. Don't worry, I'm going to break it down, we're going to understand, okay? So don't worry. But the first thing you should know is that we use the present simple tense when you're talking about things that happen all the time, or sometimes, or always. We talk about things like that with the present simple tense. Now, the very first thing you should know is the functions, like what I said, daily routines. For example, if I say, what do you do every day? Who can answer? Or tell me one thing you do every day. Okay? Brush your teeth. Good. So, I brush my teeth every day. That is now the present simple tense. I brush my teeth every day. But if you want to talk about he or she, what do you say? I brush my teeth every day. That is the subject I. But for he, what do you say? He? Thank you very much. Who said that? Okay, thank you very much. He brushes his teeth every day. Now you realize that we use the same verb, brush, for a different subject, and we use brushes for a different subject. So when you talk about I, we use brush, the verb, without adding anything. But when you talk about he, she, it, you must add s or es to the subject. He brushes his teeth. Okay, we are coming to that. And we also talk about general truth or scientific facts. For example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is the truth. So you cannot say water boils. You say water boils because water is heat. Okay, that's why we add S. And permanent situation, for example, he lives in Jakarta or he lives in Thailand. So you cannot say he lives in Thailand, no, because the subject is he. Hey. Okay, so now let's look at the structure of the present simple. The structure or the pattern. The pattern or the structure in the positive. The first is subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. Now when we talk about subject plus verb, you have a marker here. When we talk about subject plus verb, subject we have I, you, he, she, it, we, they. That is subject pronoun. 1 minute. Let's see. Right. Okay. So when we talk about subject here we talk about I, you, he, she, it, we, sorry. Okay, so we have I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Okay, so when we talk about the subject of a pronoun, this is it. So we say subject plus verb. That's structure number 1. The subject plus the verb. And we have subject plus verb 1 plus es for he, she, it. So, for example, I play football, right? So I play, you play, he, she, it plays. You must add s. Do you understand? So whenever you're using he, she, and it, you must add s to the verb when you're talking about the present simple. He, she, it plays, we play, and they play. So you realize that the subject I, you, we, they don't have s or es because they are plural. Do you know what plural means? What is the meaning of plural? Do you know about in Thai we say ekapot, pangupot, something like that, right? So which one is ekapot? Is it 1 or 2? 1. Ekapot is singular, while pangupot is plural. We call it plural, more than 2. In English we say plural. Do we understand? Maybe I don't pronounce it well in Thai, but it's okay. The most important thing is that you should understand what I am saying, okay? Forget about my pronunciation. Okay, so I is singular, but we don't add s. You, we, they. It's plural. You can be singular and plural, but we don't add s. Now, he, she, it, we add s because it's a third person singular. In English, we say third person singular. So, example, I play football. She plays football. He watches TV every night. Why do we add es? Because of the subject he. Do we understand? Is there anybody who doesn't understand? Let me know. If you don't understand, let me know. I'll explain more. Who doesn't understand? You don't understand. Who? Who doesn't understand? Don't be shy. If you don't understand, let me know. I'll explain again and again. Two con cầu Jamaican? Cầu Jai Jingo? Are you sure? Okay, good. So if you understand, then that sounds good. So remember that whenever you're dealing with he, she, it, you should add s or es. Don't worry, I'm going to show you when to add s and when to add es. At this level, are we okay? Okay, so if you're okay, I think I need to erase everything. Okay, now let's move to the next slide, which is the rules of the verb. The rules for verb S and ES. And the second thing, verbs ending, please take note of this, it's very important. Verbs ending with CH, SH, X, or we add ES. You don't add S. Do you understand? So most verbs you just add S. But any verb that ends with CH, for example, which word ends with CH? Watch. Watch becomes watches. You add ES, it becomes watches. So, for example, we have watch. What? We add ES. Watches. Example with what? With SH. Example word. SH. Okay? Wash. Okay, we have watch. We have wash. Wash. We have ES. Yes, S. Example with S. Pass. Okay, pass. We have PASS. We add ES. And example with O. Ox. Verb. Ox is a noun. Huh? Go. Simple word. Go. Okay. So we have go. We add ES to, it becomes goes. Another example with, okay, that's all. So, we had go already on the board. Okay, so you realize that words that end with CH, you don't add S, you only add ES. Words that end with SH, you add ES. The ones that end with SS, you add ES. And the one that ends with, X. Do you talk about X? X. Example with X. Fix. Fix is not a verb. Fix. So we have fix. So fix. He fixes the car. He fixes his phone. Okay? Okay. And now the next one is verbs ending with consonant plus Y. Now when we talk about consonants, we have vowels. How many vowels do we have? Salah. In English, how many do we have? Vowels mean Salah. But can you name them? A, E, I, O, U. These are vowel letters. Now, but here we say, so every other letter in the letter of alphabet is called consonants. Do you understand? So, A is a vowel, B is a consonant, C is a consonant, D is a consonant. So all other letters apart from the 5 letters are consonants. Do you understand? Now with the consonants, it says words ending in consonant plus Y. What do we do with them? We change the Y and add IES. Means you change the Y to I. You delete the Y and add IES. For example, study. The D is a consonant and Y is the word. So you have to change Y to I and add ES. Do you understand? Another example. Example of the word that ends with Y. Try. Very good. Try. So try becomes tries. He tries to call his friend always. He always tries to call his friend. Another example. Okay, that sounds very good. And the last one is words ending in vowel plus Y. Short vowel plus Y. We add S. Example. A. We have example play. A is a short vowel and Y